own property. Around barricades or through water. The Daytona Beach climate summary for yesterday, November 4th, 2021. Yesterday's high temperature was 76 degrees. The normal high is 78. The record high is 88 degrees, which was set in 2004. Yesterday's low temperature was 65 degrees. The normal low is 61. The record low is 40 degrees, which was set in 1966. No precipitation fell yesterday, which leaves the monthly total at a trace. And this is 0.40 inches below the normal amount of 0.40 inches from November. The total precipitation for the year still stands at 36.68 inches, which is 9.87 inches below normal. Sunrise today is at 7:40 a.m. and sunset is at 6:35 p.m. Flood watch for the following counties in Florida: coastal Volusia, inland Volusia, and northern Brevard. Flood watch in effect from Friday morning through late Friday night. What flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible? Where? A portion of east central Florida, including the following: coastal Volusia, inland Volusia, northern Brevard, and southern Brevard. When? From Friday morning through late Friday night. Impacts: excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Additional details: http://www.weather.gov/safety/ flood. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-26 Daytona Beach, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.4 MHz and serving the following counties: Putnam, Flagler, Lake, Orange, Seminole, northern Brevard, and Volusia. Also covering the intracoastal and coastal waters from Flagler Beach to the Volusia and Brevard County line out to 60 nautical miles. Severe weather watches, warnings, and advisories for these counties and the marine area are preceded by alarm tones which activate specially built receivers. During severe weather, the routine broadcast is suspended in order to get information. Broadcasts will be interrupted for immediate transmission of severe weather information as soon as it is issued. At all other times, the station KIH-26 will broadcast weather information relevant to the station's broadcast coverage area. This broadcast will normally include the following products when available: the hazardous weather outlook, short-term hourly weather conditions and marine reports for selected locations in and around the broadcast area, marine forecasts out to 5 days, the west wall and hazards for the Gulf Stream, tide information and surf temperatures. Daily climate information is broadcast from 5 a.m. until 8 a.m., and again from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. Civil emergency and public safety information are broadcast as it is received from local, state, and other federal agencies. If you have any questions about NOAA Weather Radio broadcasts or comments regarding our services, our mailing address is National Weather Service, 421 Croton Road, Melbourne, Florida, 32935. Our telephone number is 321-255-0212. And our website address is weather.gov/Melbourne. Flood watch for the following counties in Florida: coastal Flagler, eastern Putnam, and inland Flagler. Flood watch remains in effect from 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning through Saturday afternoon. The flood watch continues for a portion of northeast of Florida, including the following areas: coastal Flagler, coastal St. John's, eastern Putnam, inland Flagler, and inland St. John's. From 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning through Saturday afternoon. The National Weather Service in Jacksonville has issued a flood watch for St. John's, Flagler, and eastern Putnam County, roughly along and east of the St. Johns River Basin. Heavy rainfall of 4 to 8 inches is forecast, which may lead to flooding. Locally, higher amounts are possible. In addition to the flooding rainfall threat, tidal flooding will create drainage issues and will exacerbate flooding in some areas. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. River flood warning for the following counties in Florida, Lake and Volusia. Flood warning now in effect from Friday evening through Tuesday morning. What minor flooding is forecast? Where? St. Johns River near Astor. When? From Friday evening to Tuesday morning. Impacts at 2.8 feet, docks and boat ramps covered at South Moonfish Camp and approaching seawall at Blair's Jungle Den. Additional details at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. The stage was 2.1 feet. Forecast: the river is expected to rise above flood stage tomorrow evening to a crest of 2.6 feet early Sunday morning. It will then fall below flood stage early Tuesday morning. Flood stage is 2.3 feet. Flood history: this crest compares to a previous crest of 2.6 feet on October 14, 1996. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. Flood advisory for the following county: Volusia, Florida. Flood advisory in effect until 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning. What flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected? Where? A portion of east central Florida, including the following area: Volusia. When? Until 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Impacts: minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Additional details at 6:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Minor flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in the advisory area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen in the past hour. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are expected over the area. This additional rain will result in minor flooding. Some locations that will experience flooding include Oak Hill, Apollo Beach, Eldora, Turtle Mound and Shiloh. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. Coastal flood advisory for the following counties in Florida: coastal Volusia and northern Brevard. High rip current risk in effect through late tonight. Coastal flood advisory remains in effect from 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning to noon Eastern Standard Time Sunday. What for the coastal flood advisory? Minor coastal flooding possible on Friday and Saturday mornings. Moderate coastal flooding and minor beach erosion possible on Sunday morning due to high astronomical high tides and increasing winds. For the high rip current risk, dangerous rip currents and rough surf expected. Where? Coastal Volusia, northern and southern Brevard, Indian River, St. Lucie, and Martin. When? For the coastal flood advisory from 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning to noon Eastern Standard Time Sunday. For the high rip current risk through late tonight. Impacts: some flooding of low-lying lots, parks and roadways may occur near the shoreline. Only isolated road closures are expected. Rip currents can sweep even the best swimmers away from shore into deeper water. Additional details: timing of the highest tides along the east central Florida coast are as follows. Today from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m., Saturday November 6th from 9:30 to 10 a.m. and Sunday November 7th from 9:20 to 9:50 a.m. Onshore winds and above normal tides will combine to generate flooding of low areas along the shore. Do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. Rip currents are powerful channels of water flowing quickly away from shore, which occur most often at low spots or breaks in the sandbar and in the vicinity of structures such as jetties and piers. Heed the advice of lifeguards, beach patrol flags and signs. If caught in a rip current, relax and float. Don't swim against the current. If able, swim in a direction following the shoreline. If unable to escape, face the shore and call or wave for help. Tropical weather outlook. Issued at 1:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, the National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories on Tropical Storm Wanda, located nearly 700 miles west-northwest of the Azores. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 5 days. Serving Daytona Beach and vicinity, this is NOAA weather radio station KIH-26, the voice of the National Weather Service. This broadcast comes to you from the National Weather Service office in Melbourne, Florida, on a frequency of 162.4 megahertz. A required weekly test of the NOAA Weather Radio Public Warning System is conducted each Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon, and again between 6 and 8 p.m. If severe weather is expected, this test will be postponed until the following day. The current time is 7:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This hazardous weather outlook is for East Central Florida. Day 1, today and tonight. Thunderstorm impact, isolated to scattered lightning storms are expected today across East Central Florida. Main hazards will be frequent lightning, gusty winds up to 40 to 50 miles per hour, and locally heavy rainfall. Although somewhat limited, a brief tornado and small hail could be possible today. Flood impact, periods of heavy showers and storms persisting today into this evening may produce locally heavy rainfall across a portion of Brevard and Volusia counties. Rainfall amounts of 3 to 4 inches are possible, with locally higher amounts of up to 6 inches, which may result in flooding of low-lying and flood-prone locations. Coastal flood impact, the combination of high astronomical tides and increasing northeast winds is expected to lead to minor coastal flooding in vulnerable locations this morning. Rip current impact, there will be a high risk for life-threatening rip currents and rough surf at area beaches today. Entering the dangerous surf is not advised. Marine thunderstorm gust impact, coverage of lightning storms will increase today from south to north. Wind gusts up to 35 to 45 knots will be possible with these storms. Waterspout impact, a quick spin-off of a waterspout is possible today, mainly along the Treasure Coast and Brevard coastal areas on nearshore waters. Wind and sea impact, winds and seas will produce hazardous boating conditions starting from the Volusia waters this morning, spreading southward into tonight. Operators of small craft should exercise caution across the rest of the waters ahead of hazardous conditions arriving. River flood impact, higher than normal tides and north and northeast winds will keep the river levels of the St. Johns River near Astor in action stage today. Due to the expected rainfall, a rise of the river to minor flood stage is forecast tonight. Days 2 through 7, Saturday through Thursday. Hazardous boating conditions will continue through the weekend, along with rough surf and a moderate to high risk of rip currents. The combination of high astronomical tides and strong northeast winds is expected to lead to coastal flooding in vulnerable locations Saturday through at least Monday. Coastal flooding and minor beach erosion thresholds are expected to become more pronounced during the morning high tides of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Breezy north to northeast winds and high astronomical tides will result in further rises of the river level at Astor, keeping the river in minor flood stage through at least Sunday night. Spotter information statement. Spotters should monitor the weather and self-activate if needed. The forecast for the Daytona Beach NOAA Weather Radio listening area. High rip current risk in effect through late tonight. Coastal flood advisory in effect from 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning to noon Eastern Standard Time Sunday. Flood watch in effect from 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning through late tonight. Today, showers and a chance of thunderstorms. Breezy. Highs in the lower 70s. East winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. Tonight, breezy. Showers until around midnight. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, becoming west 10 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday, considerable cloudiness. Showers likely in the morning and early afternoon, then a chance of afternoon showers. Windy. Highs in the upper 60s. Northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of rain 60%. Saturday night, considerable cloudiness with a chance of showers. Windy. Lows in the mid-50s. Northwest winds 20 to 25 miles per hour decreasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of rain 40%.